Greetings, New Life family. This is the reading for December 15th, Isaiah chapter 42, verses 1 through 9. Behold my servant, whom I uphold, my chosen, in whom my soul delights. I have put my spirit upon him. I will bring forth justice to the nations. He will not cry aloud or lift up his voice or make it heard in the street. A bruised reed he will not break, and a faintly burning wick he will not quench. He will faithfully bring forth justice. He will not grow faint or be discouraged till he has established justice in the earth, and the coastlands wait for his law. Thus says God the Lord, who created the heavens and stretched them out, who spread out the earth and what comes from it, who gives breath to the people on it, and spirit to those who walk in it. I am the Lord. I have called you in righteousness. I will take you by the hand and keep you. I will give you as a covenant for the people, a light for the nations, to open the eyes that are blind, to bring out the prisoners from the dungeon, from the prison those who sit in darkness. I am the Lord, that is my name. My glory I give to no other, nor my praise to carved idols. Behold, the former things have come to pass, and new things I now declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. The passage here in Isaiah 42 is at least partly quoted by Jesus when he starts his ministry. Remember, his ministry begins with temptations in the desert, and then when he goes to the synagogue in Capernaum in Luke chapter 4, he stands up to do a reading from Isaiah, and he reads from this chapter. And after he reads it, he says, "This scripture has been fulfilled in your hearing," and he sits down. How is it fulfilled? Well, here you see that at the very end it says, these are things that are coming. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. This is a promise for the future in Isaiah. There's a talk of a servant that is coming, his chosen one, in whom his soul delights. And what Jesus said when he quoted this passage was, look, I am the one who is setting the prisoner free, that is giving sight to the blind. And he did that both literally and spiritually in his ministry. It shows you that the people of Israel were waiting for this Messiah, chosen one, servant to come. One thing that really sticks out to me, though, is that verse 2 and 3, he will not cry aloud or lift up his voice to make it heard in the street. In other words, he didn't come shouting above everybody. And here is where it kind of caps that off. A bruised reed he will not break. This talks about a plant that, sometimes the wind will blow it over and it'll be bruised right there. And it's at just the point where you could either break it off or you could mend it so that it would grow again. The faintly burning wick he will not quench. This is the flickering candle. The flickering candle, he will not let it be put out. This shows for us, not only were they waiting for somebody to come to give sight to the blind, to heal, to be a servant, to do all these things, but it also shows you a little bit of the heart of Christ. It shows you a little bit of his tenderness towards the people that he's coming for. It shows that when he comes, what we celebrate at his first advent is in fact his coming in gentleness. Richard Sibbes used this as the text for his most famous work, The Bruised Reed, to tell sinners that they can come to Christ and he will not be rough with them. He will be gentle. His heart towards his lost that come to him is, as he said, gentle and lowly. And this gives us a little bit of a picture in Isaiah 42 of the servant that will come, and he comes in gentleness for his people to heal, to mend, and to set free. That's the reading, Isaiah 42, verses 1 through 9. You can also take a look at Luke 4, the second half of that chapter, where he's in Capernaum, where he reads this, if you want to see its fulfilling. Thank you.